So in the past, you've heard me talk about the plight of the black community and what happens when you take away the black man from the black family. I got a lot of responses for that. I appreciate the responses that I got from that. I appreciate the words that people had to say. But I want to talk about something else along those same lines. But I want to talk about what happens in the black community when we start to kill ourselves. I wonder if anyone else other than me see the genocide that is going on in the black community. We've had several different police shootings throughout the country over the last year or so. And every time there's a police shooting where there's a police officer shooting a black person, or in the case of Baltimore where a police officer has taken a black person's life by using excessive force, there's rallies, there's marches, it gets national news coverage is all over the place. We're standing up, we're speaking out against police violence, and I am in agreement with that. But I wonder what's going on in the black community when we don't do that for our children that we're losing daily on these streets. I'm from Paterson, New Jersey, born and raised here. I love this city. I love this city, and nothing will ever make me not love this city. But there's a problem, and there's a hypocrisy going on, because we will stand up and fight against anybody who comes in here and try to hurt us, but we don't stand up for ourselves when it's time for us to stand up against our own people who are taking away our children. We're losing children at a high rate in the city, in cities like Paterson all over the country, where the national violent crime rate in this country has gone down. Black on black shootings have gone up. And for some reason, no one is paying attention to it. We lose a child, we put up a memorial at the spot where the child is gunned down. By the time the next child is murdered, we forget that child's name. And that's wrong. We have to do something about it. We have to educate our children. We have to inform our children that that this stuff is real and it can happen to them. We have to educate our children, and we have a responsibility as a community to protect our children. We're losing our children at an alarming rate, and again, I don't feel like there's enough people out there that care. I don't see the marches, I don't see the rallies of all these young people that we're losing on the street. I see us whispering in corners and talking about it that way, but we're not doing anything to protect our children. We're not doing anything to educate our children. All we're doing is moving on to the next situation, and it has to stop somewhere. Someone has to stand up and say enough is enough. We're not going to make it as a people if we continue to kill each other. We're not going to make it. And the more we do this to each other, the more other people feel like they could come in and do it to us. The more we continue to do this to each other, the more other people can call us savages and animals. We're not savages. We're not animals. We're human beings. And we love our children just as much as anyone else, but we're not doing anything to protect them. So if we're going to stand up and fight against the police, rally against the police when they do wrong, which we should do, we need to do it with each other as well. Because it's not just the police that are taking our children away from us, it's us that are doing this. And when you have that problem, the police come into our neighborhoods and they don't care about us. They're not going to stand up for us because we're viewed as savages. And we prove them right every time there's a young person that is taken away from us too early through violent crimes on our streets. It's not just happening in the city where I live, but because I'm from the city, I would like for this to start where I'm from. It's happening all over the country, and we need to talk about it. We need to do something about it. We need to stop allowing our children to leave us too soon. Thank you.